Hey guys, today I want to talk about really embracing and just owning your personality and why getting to know you will create the life and the love that you desire. There's so many cliches around this. I used to remember hearing, you have to love yourself, you have to know yourself, or you have to love yourself more than the relationship or more than the guy or whatever it may be. And it was just something that I heard and it kind of just passed by, right? I mean, it resonated a little bit, but not enough to really sort of understand on a deeper level on why this was the secret to intimacy. And it was later in life that I started to develop an interest in personality and what made me tick and why. Because for so many years of my life, I just made myself wrong. I remember in college, I used to be the one who wanted to go home first from, outings like big parties or maybe an evening at a bar or a music thing with my roommates. And I would just be completely exhausted after those evenings. And some nights I wanted to stay home. And I remember in, good nature, they would say, "Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? Why don't you want to go? Like, you can study later, or you can read that book later, or whatever," when I needed that time to sort of be to myself and recharge. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I really internalized all of that to mean something was wrong with me. Like, why couldn't I go out like them? Or what was wrong with me? Wasn't I supposed to be out there and, with all these people and socializing and meeting guys and, just having a great time? So, what was wrong with me? And it was later when I realized, when I retook the Myers-Briggs personality test and I started to just read a little bit more about personality types and started to become willing to get to know myself, that I realized that there was nothing wrong with me, that I recharged my batteries differently. And in fact, that's where my power has always been. My power has always been in that intuitive part of me that knew exactly what she needed to feel her very best, to be able to access that sweet spot that's within each of us, whether we're an introvert or an extrovert, to reconnect and reground ourselves to our world and where we want to be and how we want to feel. So when we create the ability to truly know what we need and what gives us confidence, what gives us nourishment, what gives us joy, grounding, centering, what have you, then men completely connect to this because we're no longer looking for all of that externally. We're not putting out that energy of deeply needing something from him, right? We've all been guilty of doing this, myself included. So we often will be like, "What's wrong? I need this, or I need him to do that." When so often it's, where do we find our own sweet spot and connect from that deeper within us and put that out there so he's inspired to step up and know our world in a deeply intimate way. So, this is where we access our power, our own innate magnetism. For more information on this concept, I've got a lot of resources on my site, jenmichellecoaching.com. But today, this video is hopefully a spark, a little bit of food for thought on this concept and why this is meaningful and why this is the key that unlocks the door to the intimacy and the love and the life that we all want. So contact me at jenmichellecoaching.com and I would love your comments and feedback. Have a great day. Bye.